Alright guys, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. We just pretty much presented the wooden bear figurine and we are about to go from there. I kinda had to take a break. I was getting lightheaded like in every other game I play. So here we go. I took a short break and now here we go. We're about to start it back up. Something you saw, was it this item? Bum, 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 bum. Hey, that's it! That's the something! Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Ungar's mansion. At the defendant's house? Uh-oh. Bum, 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 bum. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Carida in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Ungar's mansion would mean... Why would he steal the bear? It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ungar is the killer's client. Oh my God! Matt is guilty as charged. Order, order, order! I said order. Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you had shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edward would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let that happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh crap. Well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? The person who received the bear itself. Powers testimony. The person who received the bear. The person who received the bear, like, what's the point of the bear? Why was the bear stolen in the first place? That's what I've been thinking the entire time. It's like, why was that bear so important that he would steal it and bring it back to his mansion? I think it's fairly obvious that this bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright? This was found at Mr. Ungar's mansion. However, Mr. Ungar was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh! I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to get at. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ungar who took this bear to his mansion. Yeah, he's got a good point. He's got a good damn point. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken the bear home. Phew, disaster averted. Nope. You thought it was averted? Not today, Phoenix Wright. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ungar's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. The killer and Ungar were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Ungar's mansion as its butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Ungar Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Ungar had him do so. Huh. It would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Why the bear? What is so important about the damn bear? Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to... I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony. What? There's still another one? There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull, bull? He's trying to pull bullshit, Judge. Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? Damn, dude, now I gotta bring up something else. That was a waste of time. That was a waste of time, apparently, but I never lost points. So the judge is bluffing about taking away points from me. Maybe I had to say it anyway. The person who received the bear, Power's testimony? No. Let's say the person who received the bear. Who cares about his testimony at the moment? There was one thing in Power's testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure. Aha! I know who it was. What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remember who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But the arm, it was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear. You gotta be kidding. Are you sure of that, Mr. Power? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. It was the samurai. Order, order, order. It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Madame Guard is the Nickel Samurai. It could have been Adrian. Thanks to the defense, we made that all the clearer. Gavel! I think we heard enough of this shit. We know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. As well as who it was that received the hit bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Madame Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? What the hell? I smell something sweet. I'm sorry, guys. I just smell like silk milk for some odd reason. I hope that's not my Sobe. I'll be right back. I hope my Sobe didn't spill. Alright, guys. I'm sorry about that. I was just so curious as to what that smell was. I thought it was like something spilled out of this bag of Sobe I got. Because I got like 10 freaking bottles of Sobe. And I thought like it mixed together and it all spoiled or something. But no, it was just my sister cooking something. It was my sister cooking she was like heating up pickles or whatever, which was weird, and then she had all this seasoning on these sandwiches, so I didn't know what it was. I never smelled anything like it before, so I had to go and investigate. But here we go. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, what should I do? Hear the verdict, raise an objection. Hear the verdict? Why would you sit there and hear the verdict, bro? Raise an objection. I will now announce my verdict. No. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. And the only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Oh, shit. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is a client of the assassin. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the Young Guard mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What am I saying is, it's possible a different person is D. Killer's real client. Oh shit! The real client, Franziska. Is this all you have? Shut up. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the real client of the killer and therefore the real murderer? Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. She's a man-gobbler. Eater. Franziska von Karma. No, obviously why would she have to do that? It's the only other person involved in the case. So, Adrian Andrews. Adrian! Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt on guard for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Oh! Then, Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw, it was hers! Order in the court! Order in the court! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the court! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the court! Gavel! Order in the court! Defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right! Then, finding his figure at Matt's, that's his name anyway, Matt Ungar's mansion. It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. What the fuck? Mr. Edgeworth? What is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell Ungar did it. I can't believe the defense would go as far as to pin the guilt on somebody else. Yeah, unbelievable. That's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya, Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Gavel! Order in the court! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the court! Order in my goddamn court! For the benefit of the defense, I am willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. Sir-lionhart has been saying that the entire time. The killer did specifically bring that bear to Ungar right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who will that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Andrews herself. Oh my God, we get to see that ass again! I see. Well then, the courtroom will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. Gavel. Gavel. March 23rd, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. He's insidious. Pearls, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. Maybe it was Maya. A really strong power. Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. We just got called for a 10-minute recess. Ooh, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the D-Killer is? DV Killer. We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time, man. If we just had one, even a single clue where we... would be... If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But I have just run out of luck this time. Is all our hope for naught? A tent! A tent? I can see a circus tent. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right away. Right now, I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus. Maya is somewhere within a 300 feet radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on the map about a 300 feet radius from the main tent. Hurry! Sounding like Chris Redfield. I need an herb. And I can see a mailbox under the window. Yep, sure. There's also a mailbox. Okay. What else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard it, an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Good stuff. Just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Yeah, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry! Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Timer scam. Phoenix Wright has to timer scam the court. I never thought the word timer scam would fit in court anytime. Like, it's actually a really good time to say timer scam. Yes, the FGC terminology for days. March 23rd, 12:05 p.m. District Court Courtroom number 3. Gavel! Court will now reconvene for that ass. D. Killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real criminal. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witnesses accused of tampering. Oh shit, give me a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys, but here we go. I'm back. I just had to take a quick little, I had to go deal with a little problem that we were having. But anyway, I am back. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why does she... Oh shit, the bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. What? If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Huh. I'm surprised she knew all that. So this figurine is a container of sorts, is it? I wonder what's inside the bear. I wonder what it contains. This is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Oh my god. I'm about to kill this cat. And once again, I am sorry, guys. My cat just came into the damn room, like, immediately. Like, jeez. All these interruptions out of nowhere. Because of cats. It looks like there really was something to that bear after all. The bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. How do you know this? A puzzle? That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough, to people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. So you can take it apart. And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh, I don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find? Alright, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? At the center is a small cavity with just enough room to store an item. I wonder what the item was. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Oh, really? Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You know what? And that's... I have an idea. I think the reason why they stole the bear was because it held something very incriminating. Oh, Matt. You know, he got that information. I'm thinking it's because Juan had put that suicide note in there that had, like, all the information about Matt on guard. That's why he wanted to get that bear so bad. So who knew exactly... Alright, so who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with this same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get what was inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Huh. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. As long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. Ungar didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. Figurine updated in the court record. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. The bear is actually a jewelry box. Jewelry box. I'm pretty sure I'm fucking up that word, but I don't care. I don't ever say jewelry like that. Jewelry. Jewelry. What is inside this box? The suicide note. I'm calling it right now because that's the only thing I can think of. Like, why would they want it so bad? I mean, it's just a stupid bear, but if you think about it, maybe he hid the suicide note, but how would they know about that? Because they bugged his fucking room. Yes, I got this shit figured out. I'm that smart. No, I'm just playing. I ain't that smart, but that's just a very good, that's the logical guess. That's a very logical guess. Anyone can come up with that. That's what we are going to find out next, witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please, do the honors. That ass, though. That ass got the court quiet. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom over that ass. All eyes are on that ass. Now, if she solves that puzzle with that ass. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what this is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Juan Carrida's former manager, Celeste Impacts. We called it, we called it, we called it. But just as we suspected it, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carrida himself. I'm getting hungry and I'm slurring too much of my words. Yeah, I need to go eat something after this. It seems Celeste Impacts had a very beautiful handwriting. She had just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Oh my goodness. Gavel. Order. Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edward's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right, at least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate that the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it, and I was going to burn it for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could, please read the contents of this note aloud. Very well. Let me put on my Reading Rainbow voice. Reading Rainbow. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the dead silent courtroom as he performed the Reading Rainbow theme. And in her notes, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ungard. About being engaged to Karida and Ungard's role in destroying that. Excuse me, guys. In her despair to end it all. Monokuma would be happy right now. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. Wow. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. Yo, we gotta drag this. That's all we're doing right now, is just dragging this out. We're dragging the hell out of this trial. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word! Madame Ungard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. We all know this already, dude. We're just dragging out the trial. It's Ungard's fault that the woman killed herself. And this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. Damn, they putting him on blast. They putting Wright on blast right now. There's no margin for doubt here. Mr. D. Killer's client goal was to obtain this suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. Gavel! It seems that we have come to the truth at last. Even if Matt somehow gets away from all this, like, people will find him, like, people will look at all the evidence from the trial. People will look at him differently. It don't matter. His image is fucking gone after this trial. It doesn't even matter. Even if he gets away, his image is ruined. Like, people will not trust this man. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserved no sympathy from anyone. Ugh, how am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know I have to carry on and buy him more time. She gonna kill me. Man, if Maya die, Mia gonna kill me. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix, hurry! The suicide note or the figurine, which one of these should I pursue? Does it really matter? Is this the figurine or the suicide note? Let's say the suicide note. That sounds more important, to be honest. Please wait, Your Honor. Whoa! Oh man, look at that slime ball. He's still going at it, isn't he? It's like he doesn't care what he's trying to get. A killer off the hook. He doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Madame Ungard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Karida until the night of the murder. If that's the case, I say that Matt Ungard could not have known that was written on this note. Oh, believe me, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Oh my God! Gavel, gavel, gavel! Order, order, order in the court! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well in this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Wow. I would like to direct the court's attention to this, the spy camera. Even more evidence. It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. This is ridiculous, man. What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. Madam Guard and the victim. Yo. Edward stole the spy camera from Phoenix. Bao Zhong. Who the hell? Give me a second, guys.